Alone at the edge of the universe, singing true. Just dreaming that we were slow. Hello, Sean. Welcome back. Good. How you doing, brother? And welcome to you, dear viewer, back to a quick question. And I got a quick question for you. Are games getting too long? Now, before we get into that question, uh, I want to address is college a scam? So you made a lot of interesting points in your video, and I want to give a minorly different perspective. Is college a scam at present? 30 to 40%, yeah. It's not a scam in the sense that it is, a complete scam. People who go to college on average will make $1 million more over the course of their lifetime than people who don't. That being said, part of the problem with college is effectively now the new high school. We subsidized high school because and would have things like trade classes and things of that in high schools in the past. And now we've sort of, as we have, gone to the modern era, we have deprioritized things like trades and gone towards like, hey, a lot of jobs do require a college degree, which is fine. The problem is that after um desegregation happened, and this started with Reagan. He was the one who got the ball rolling on this in California. Schools were almost all public, or at least so subsidized to the point that they might as well have been free or cheap. Somebody could realistically work minimum wage in 1980 was at the tune of like $2 or $3 an hour, you know, s- you know, all week for like 6 to 8 hours a day and make enough money to fund not even just, their semesters, like their entire ability to live at college. Very little loans. But after the passing of the Civil Rights Act, Ronald Reagan, when he was governor of California, uh, as leader of his party in the state, started pushing for the state to stop financially supporting universities and colleges to the extent that they traditionally had been. And as a result of this, colleges had to make up the deficit by increasing tuition costs. That's a big reason why tuition costs have gone up. It's because if it like as we have moved into a post-Reagan world where like a conservative, economically focused world because of both the Republicans and neoliberals in the Democratic Party, one of the easiest places to cut things from the education budget is from colleges because you can get all your poor, broke, undereducated, working class, voters to be okay with cutting public money to colleges because rich, privileged kids go there anyways. And that might have been the case, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, even. But the underlying problem is that in today's day and age, to get a job that you only need to have that job to pay your bills. And even then, that's not even including the difficulty that comes with getting the job in the first place, but just to even qualify, you needed a college degree for most things. And the college degree itself doesn't even matter. It's just having it shows that you were able to show up for 4 years between your benders and your keg parties, do what you were told, and show up on time well enough to earn a piece of paper. That proves that you can show up to a job as far as they're concerned. Now, it also shows you've been educated. It also shows you're intelligent enough to have earned a college degree. So it's a lot of factors. The problem is that now that a college degree is the new high school degree, and part of the problem with that is college has put our entire generation into generational debt. Like I'm hearing stories of people who went to college and had college loans. Their kids are getting are shouldering that now. It's insane. Um, fundamental, fundamental. At the end of the day, one of the biggest difficulties that comes with college is the fact that our society is putting a premium, and I mean not even just a premium, but like a dependency on you having a college degree being the reason they hired you. But it costs thousands of dollars to do so. My ex-girlfriend Meadow, was going to leave with 80 grand of college debt. More than that, actually. Is she, her loans and stuff. Like when she went to her college in Chicago, her tuition for a year was what I made in a year working at JP Morgan Chase. She's cooked. So and even to bring it home to me, I got my job automated by my job career path automated away by AI. AI is kind of decimating the software development field to a degree. But before AI even came onto the scene doing that, the field was so saturated with qualified individuals that a field that prided itself on do a 3-month boot camp, show you're good at your job, and you'll be able to make a decent living. No longer the case at that point. This was like 4 months into my job search after leaving Chase. They started using college degrees to filter out people even further. Is college a scam? No. Actively going to college and getting a college degree is not a scam. The price we have to pay to go to college and the importance that our society places on it as a barrier to, being able not even to be successful, just to live, that is a scare. And that's all I got to say about that. Let's move on to our thing we're doing, shall we?
Hey, Sean. Should are games too long? So I realized that fundamentally at the end of the day, we are getting older. We are not 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds bumbling around Delaware Technical Community College holding court around one of the many tables debating and talking about stuff and laughing and having fun. We are grown ass adults. I'm feeling 30. In fact, that's probably a video that I'm going to be making at some point today. I'm almost 30, and I'm feeling it. And also, it's like there's responsibilities and shit. You're busy. I'm busy. Everybody in our friend group is busy. God knows that me and Anthony's progression Yu-Gi-Oh progression series is perpetually on fucking hold. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we are at a position, where we just can't spend hours and hours and hours playing games every day. I'm at time of recording still unemployed, so I got a little bit more time, but even then I have other responsibilities around the house that I got to take care of, and I've got to go out and hit the pavement looking for work. It is an unfortunate aspect of this that is just trash. It's rough, you know. And it seems to me that video games nowadays continue to have more and more and more content, which is fine, but am I going to get through all of that content? No. No. It's like it's a reason I don't really play a lot of it's a big reason why I don't really play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online anymore. I did get burnt out of the game to a degree, but even then, like, eh, eh. Like I like I like I I see these brand new RPGs, and you know me, I'm an RPG guy through and through. I see these giant, sprawling RPGs that have hours and hundreds of hours of content, and I'm just like, I can't do it. It's just easier for me to take my level 650 Elden Ring character, hop into a duelist arena, go 3-4 rounds with some randos, and then call it a damn day. Like I just and for you who on top of a streaming schedule and a YouTube schedule have a full-time job and a girlfriend, like we're at the point where it's just our games getting too long. Our games too long. I don't know. Let me know. Also, you, the viewer, tell me your feelings down in the comment too. Wubba lubba dub dub.